Tackle. It's one of the most basic attacks in all of Pokemon, and originally had just 35 base power and 95% accuracy, and in Gen 1, it was animated with a bit of a lunge forward from our Pokemon, and a flashing sprite for the opponent's Pokemon to show the hit. Pretty basic stuff, but in Gen 2, we get a bit of an upgrade with a very subtle hit animation added in as well. Gen 3 follows the same basic idea, but with a lot more colour and slightly faster animations, and in Gen 4, we get an additional little splash of dust, or mud, or possibly poo, I'm not really sure, but it's definitely brown and adds to the impact of the attack. Whereas in Gen 5, not a lot changes with the attack animation, but the sprites and camera move around a lot more now, and we've also buffed the base power up from 35 to 50, as well as 100% accuracy. We keep the moving camera in Gen 6 and add in a few cuts between the different angles, but we've also lost the poo particles and replaced them with a more cartoony spiky red thing for the hit animation. In Gen 7 we get some new speed lines for the attacking Pokemon and a slightly less cartoony red spiky thing for the hit. We've also dropped the base power down from 50 to 40, but kept the 100% accuracy. Gen 8 gives us a slightly higher definition version of what we already had with the speed lines and the spiky red thing for the hit, but we also get quite a lot of movement from the actual models here, which really sells the hit, even though they're not actually making contact. Whereas Gen 9 really tones down the animation on the attack, and the Pokemon don't really move around all that much anymore. But we do get to spin the camera around now, so that's pretty cool. But it all started with